Hello, my desktop publishing students. This is assignment called November Receipts. It's actually 927 called November Receipts. And I've opened it, I've saved it, and I assume that you can do the same thing. All right, so first of all, it asks us to click on the chart background to select the chart, and I've done that. Sorry, excuse me. And now go to the Charts Tools Design tab. And they're asking us to look at the layouts, okay? And you've done this before, so this is not an issue for you. You know how to go across and look at the different layouts. And then it says to you, choose Layout 1. All right, so click on Layout 1. So that's what you've got there. That's good. All right, then it says go to the Chart Styles. And here you see Chart Styles. And now you pick one. Again, hover over top, look at the different ones, and which one do you like? It doesn't matter to me what you choose, but just take a look, and I will go over a few things. It doesn't matter which one you pick. All right, I think I'm going to pick this one. It looks like maybe the easiest for you to see, so I'm going to choose this one, but you can choose what you want. All right, and then it asks us to click on the chart title. Okay, so we're supposed to click on the chart title. First thing I'm going to do is select it, and it says that adjust the font and size color if you want. So maybe I want to put the font color to be green, so that and I'll choose a dark green so that it goes with that, and I'm going to put it up to about size 24 maybe. All right, and I also want you to put a capital D on the dollar and a capital R on the receipts. And again, if you wanted to move it over here, that's fine. And if we now take a look where the break line is going to go, so I can't, well, I don't want to move that. I want to move my chart so that I fit within the part that I want to be. So I've got your title there. I've placed it. I think it looks good there. And it says if you've got a legend, click on the legend and delete it. We don't need it at this point in time because we are going to put on some data labels in a minute. But first of all, it asks us to click on the horizontal axis right here, the horizontal category axis, and note that you can see 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, and so on. Okay, we're going to right click there, and we want to go to Format Axis. Remember, it's always the last item. And here, what we want to do is that we want to go to Display Units. And right now, there's no units displayed. Remember, we saw the million, 2 million, 3 million. But now you're going to say Display Thousands. It could be hundreds, it could be thousands, 10,000, and so, or yeah, 10,000, 100,000, millions, and so on. But we want thousands. So now do you see how the number has that it's instead of 1 million, it's saying 1,000 thousands, okay? 2,000 thousands is going to give you 1 million. All right, now, do you see the word thousands telling you that you have this in thousands, okay? So therefore, you have a check mark here. Take it off, you don't have thousands. Put it on, put it off, but leave it on because you would definitely want to make sure that this tells you. Sometimes your numbers get so huge that your chart can't accommodate it, so therefore you size it down this way. All right, and then it also asked you, I believe, no, I don't think so, nothing there. All right, so you know how to do that part, and I deleted the legend. So now you want to add data labels. All right, so we want to go to Design here. Click on your Design tab. All right, and add chart element, data labels, and this time it's given us a choice to add a data callout. So that kind of works well. We're happy with that. All right, so now we've got those, and I want to click on these data labels, okay, and note that it says Format Data Labels. All right, so now I want to go here, and I want to go to Number, and it asked us to put on Accounting, and it said use a $sign and 0 decimal places. Okay, So put on a $sign and 0 decimal places. And we already have the town name here. So back in our data label options, we don't want to include the category name. So take it off so that you're just including the amount. And the other thing too, we should be able to, hold on here, position the callouts. They gave us a position. I was thinking that we could, place these further, but I see that it's kind of anchored. So watch, if I drag this, yes, I can put it in here, but there's my anchor point right there. So I can't see at this point in time where you can change their position. Okay, I know on the other data labels you could say best fit or what have you, but I can't find that for the 3Ds or for the callouts. So maybe I am restricted there. And if you can find it, then that's good. Show it to me, okay? All right, so those are your callouts, okay? And we did the accounting format, and I think that's all we were to do on here. Oh, I did want to show you one more thing. Click on the data series, or actually click on the chart area. And I want to right-click here, and I want to go to 3D rotation. Remember, I showed you on the pie chart, but I haven't showed you on the bar chart. So here, again, we can move this around so you can get a different view, okay? So you can make it look totally different. So those are things that you can do, just so that you know that you can play with that, all right? And your perspective, you can go up, 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 and again, get it angled. So play around with what you like so that you can see it, but make sure you can see the category axis. And oh, I'm going to go this way. Okay, now I can see my category axis. All right, and I'm back to kind of where I was. No, I'm not, because I want to go down here. I want to see my wall. Hold on. Okay, what I did is I was playing around, and eventually what I did is I came back here and I looked, and I had rotation was 0, Y rotation was 0, and my perspective was 50%. But you can pick out something that looks nice for you. But before you start playing around, take a note what these rotations were. I went back to default rotation, but it didn't give me quite where I was, so I wasn't that happy with that. But as I say, as a trick for you, remember what your numbers are, or just write them down before you start to play, and then you can always get back to your original, or go Control Z, undo, undo, undo. All right. Okay, so I think that's all, except that now I want to go here. You were to go to put on headers and footers, and I want to show you something here. I didn't put that sheet on. Hold on here. Let me go back here. I want to be here. Now, I want to go here. And you know how to do your name, date. This is all good. I've done this all the same. Now, remember here, when you go to your footer and you put your path and file name in, you can size it down. Okay, so remember you go here, and I made mine size 8. So just play around with that to make sure that you can do that. I also added a picture, and my picture I put in at 30%. Okay. And so there's what my headers and footers look like. And of course I didn't go and do the last, oh look at, I got an extra line here. Okay, I have to move my chart. Now go back for a second. I want to go back here to page 2, and I want to go to page setup, and I could have selected portrait. Take a look. Then everything would have fit on, and there I have my picture. So that would be your choice as to what you wanted to do. Okay, portrait or landscape is fine in this case. So I'm going to go back to landscape, and I'm going to go back and adjust my chart so that it fits within the line. And you can see this. See, I had it within the line, but it just says that no, we're not going to allow it. So I'm going to nudge it up a bit. And now I'm going to try. All right, so I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Print. and now I have 1 of 1. So it was a slight adjustment, but what I had to do. So it's your choice, whichever way you want to do it. All right, so save your work. That's the end of that assignment, and we'll stop there.